Here's a question I get asked lots of times. Is it currently a buyer's market or a seller's market? And what does that even mean? What does that mean to me? It means is it the best time for buyers or is it the best time for sellers? Listen, in my opinion, there is never enough inventory on the market for buyers, ever. As long as I've been in real estate, and I've been in real estate for 6 years, every single time I get a call from a buyer who says, I'm ready to buy, this is my budget, taking me house hunting to find a home, there is never enough inventory for those buyers to choose from, ever, 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 ever. Is it a great time to be a seller? Absolutely 1000%. It is an amazing time to be a seller. Rates are average. The weather is perfect. Buyers are out looking. Buyers are abundant. In fact, I have right now about 5 different people who have been formally pre-approved. They know their budget. They know their loan type. They are just waiting to start house hunting. I have a couple of them on my calendar. I'm working with a couple of other ones to find the best day and time for them. This is what happens if you are thinking about buying. Something to remember is you always want to get pre-approved before you begin house hunting for a couple of reasons. Number one, you need to know your budget. You need to know when you're pre-approved, what does that monthly note look like? And that monthly note includes your house note, your taxes, and your insurance. What is that amount that you want to spend per month? So before you call any kind of mortgage broker or lender to get pre-approved, have that max amount in your back pocket. And listen, I tell people every day, this is the same thing I told my 22-year-old son when he was house hunting. You do not want to be house poor. So you may be able to get pre-approved for way more than you know you should ever spend per month, right? You know how you spend per month. You know your budget. You know all the things. Do not let anyone pre-approve you for more than you believe you want to spend per month. And listen, a good thing to think about is if you've been renting for a few years and you know what your rent is, and you feel perfectly comfortable paying that rent, and at the end of every month after you pay your rent, you have money left over to do fun things with, to save, to eat out, to go on trips, to do all the things, then you know that that's a good number. If you pay your rent every month and you don't have any money left over to do anything else, to live, to have fun, to enjoy your life, to do all the things that a person should be able to do, then you're probably over your budget, right? And so when you go to buy a new home, think about what your monthly note was for your rent each month and how comfortable were you living that lifestyle, okay? So you may be able to get pre-approved, let's say for $3,000 a month, but you know your rent is currently $1,500 a month and you barely have any money after you pay your rent. Then don't let them pre-approve you for that amount. Use your good common sense and do not get into a situation where you are house poor. All right, so first of all, if you're a buyer, you're thinking about buying, pre-approval is paramount. You need to know your loan type because certain houses will qualify for certain loan types. If you have a conventional loan, you can buy pretty much anything you want to buy, right? But if you are qualified for VA, FHA, RD, pretty much any kind of government loan, you probably cannot buy something that is in fixer-upper condition because you're going to get flagged for everything that needs to be fixed. Rotten wood, peeling paint, broken windows, missing handrails, and the list goes on. And that's why it's paramount that as a buyer, the very first thing you do before you ever get pre-approved is choose a realtor in your area who has a great reputation of knowing the rules, who knows how to negotiate, who knows how to tell you all the things that you need to do before you get too far into it, right? Because listen, there's no reason to go start house hunting if you can't get pre-approved, I get calls from people every single day who believe that they can get pre-approved, and when they call to get pre-approved, their credit is so bad, or their debt to income ratio is so high, or they just switched jobs, or they switched jobs 5 times in the last 2 years. Listen, there's lots of reasons that you can't get pre-approved. So it would be crazy to start house hunting with someone who doesn't know that they can get pre-approved. So buyers get pre-approved, and if you don't know who to get pre-approved with, give me a call or text me and say who are your top 3 people that you would recommend I get pre-approved with, right? Because listen, I work with lots and lots and lots of mortgage brokers who specialize in mortgages. If you have 20% to put down, Abbeville Building and Loan is an amazing place to start with. But if you do not have 20% down, listen, the likelihood that you need any money down could be very high. Lots of people get 100% financing. You need a mortgage broker, all right? Number 2, if you are thinking about selling, this beautiful weather in South Louisiana brings people out and about, and they're ready to buy. I have so many people who watch my Facebook page, who watch my TikTok videos, who watch my Instagram feeds, to look for houses that are for sale, right? Especially in those rural areas. So if you are thinking about selling anywhere, and I would say if you have anything more than 1 acre of property with your house, it is going to sell fast. It is going to sell very fast. So if you have a house on more than 1 acre that is in decent condition, it doesn't have to be in great condition, because I guarantee you I'm going to meet with you and I'm going to give you a list of recommendations before the photographer ever shows up on your property. And remember, they're recommendations. They are never mandates. They are never anything that you must do. It's all going to be recommendations based on houses that have sold over the years. I would say in the last 6 years, I've probably closed now close to 540 transactions. So listen, I know how to get things sold. And if you're a buyer, I love to negotiate for you the best price possible. So whether you're a buyer or a seller, the market is amazing for you if you align yourself with a realtor who knows what they're doing. So think about in your area, wherever you are, who is the top agent who people know, like, and trust, and who close lots and lots and lots of transactions. Listen, you might have somebody in your area who you know, like, and trust, but they don't close a whole lot of things. That's not necessarily the person that you want to align yourself with. So this is business. This is not personal. When it comes time to buy or sell a house, that is literally one of the biggest decisions you may ever make in the course of your lifetime financially. So you need to align yourself with someone who closes lots of transactions. So if you are in an area where you don't know that kind of person and you're thinking about selling, listen, I can sell anywhere in Louisiana. I've done it. I do it every day. I love doing it. A monkey can sell a house, but you want someone who is really keen on hiring top-notch photographers, top-notch videographers, somebody who is going to do all the marketing and advertising everywhere, not just on Zillow, but everywhere on social media. Listen, the general public is all out on social media. So if you're dealing with a real estate agent who isn't everywhere, you probably need to look somewhere else. Y'all have an amazing Thursday. The weather's amazing. Again, if you're a buyer or a seller, yes, the market is fantastic for both of you if you align yourself with a realtor who closes lots and lots and lots of transactions. Y'all take care. Remember, there are never any stupid questions when it comes to real estate. I know real estate like the back of my hand, but 6 years ago, before I was a realtor, I knew nothing. So there are no stupid questions. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, make sure you ask all your hard questions and you get them answered, and you do what's best for your situation. Y'all have a great day. Take care.